I am super excited to take you guys along for this experience today. I am deep in the Sierra Nevada mountain range. I'm on the American River. This is prime gold country. I mean, look at this. You could probably still walk the creases, float the river, and still find a lot of gold. Now today we are trout fishing for rainbows and browns, and I have no shame. I have a spinning rod. I'm a brutal fly fisherman. I'm only gonna have one day at this river. I wanna give myself the best chance at a trout. I'm typically a catch and release angler, but I've never had fresh trout from the mountains, and I need to try some fresh trout in the mountains. So the goal for today, I'd be blessed with just one trout. With this scenery, it's speechless. I've been blessed to travel a lot this past year. I've never seen anything like it. Northern California, the Sierra Nevada mountain range is, it's hard to describe it. This is, even through video, all the drone shots and camera shots, cannot describe how pretty it is to be here. So I reiterate, goal for the day, catch a rainbow or brown, eat it. I'd love to catch a couple. I'm only gonna keep one no matter how many I catch. Throwing this tiny little jerkbait, the Rapala, on a spinning rod again because I'm a noob. This river's pretty deep, moving pretty quick. It's about at least 15 foot in the middle there, so I'm gonna go to the shallower riffle sections and see what I can pull out. You got one? I'm out here with my family, and they just got, what is it, a tiny little rainbow? Yeah, here, let me, keep him in the water, because we're not eating him. Yeah, these are spunky. This is a small one. He's gone. Little ones, I'd rather just make sure they swim away okay. Yeah, we'll get more. So those first trout, I didn't even get to my fishing spot yet. That was when I was just telling you that I had a little one following when I had a test cast. That's about the size that I had follow. Now, to call this river extremely clear would be an understatement. This is all very cold, 50-ish degree water, snow melt from up in the mountains. This eventually travels to the Sacramento River, to the Delta, then to the ocean. You just lost a big one, didn't you? Well, you lost one. You had something. Out in the middle, huh? I was thinking I'd have to travel up to those rapids to get one. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna try to catch some trout now. Now this looks like a perfect spot where I wanted to be. All that river is ripping through right there. There's a big eddy right here. I had to climb through quite the terrain to get here. I mean, look at these rocks. But I'm here. Time to catch some trout. No, I missed one. One smoked me. Lost him in the heavy current. Well, unfortunately that sun is just starting to creep up on us. Did not pull anything from this hole. And it's probably due to the fact that I'm a very poor trout angler. The only trout I've ever caught in my life were stocker trout in a tiny pond near Cincinnati, Ohio. So my trout knowledge is basically none. So that's what I'm gonna blame it on, because this spot, there's definitely trout here. It looks way too good. It's way too remote of a river. There's trout here. I just couldn't catch them. So I'm gonna go up near that riffle over there, try to catch some and try my luck over there. Now I'm hiking to my next spot, one of the best part of these Sierra Nevada mountains. Blackberries are in season. These are the most delicious fruit I've ever had in my life. Just incredible. This spot is not about the fishing. It is not about the fish. I don't even have to catch trout today. I'd be more than content just sitting here eating all the blackberries. The cherry on top would be a rainbow or a brown right now, but I don't know if that's in the cards for me today. Oh, I have one. It's just small. Got him in the current. Beautiful, Beautiful little rainbow. Like I said, I'm gonna keep one to eat, but I'm not gonna keep a little 6 to 8 incher to eat. All right. Right after I said I'm not sure if I'll get one. Trout mission kind of accomplished. Come on. There you go. Easy release. That is awesome. I caught one. My hiking paid off. Wasn't a big one, not one that I can take home and enjoy and eat, but I will take it. And you know what? If there's one, it's probably more, right? Haha! Just crossed somehow under that rock. Almost lost my sandal. Got it by the nick of the thread nylon. Again, I'm super regretting not buying just a cheap pair of gym shoe. I have another update for you while I'm sitting atop this rock outcropping. Looking along the valley in the water. I definitely need to come back here and do like a river float for fishing or something, because that all looks like just the juice. Just like anything else on this river looks like the juice. I've already walked almost a mile away from my family, so unfortunately I cannot continue. My fishing brain tells me keep going. That rock right there has a 3-pound rainbow on it, but my common sense is telling me, hey idiot, you've already walked a mile away from your family and you need to keep walking back that way. So I'm gonna be logical and walk back that way and then maybe try some downriver spots. I don't know, this is an all-day mission. This is just the first river spot. I'm going to keep trying until I can catch a trout and eat it. That is the main goal. We were not able to land any adult trout at this spot. We're gonna go to another spot that's a lot more low-key, a lot more secretive, not nearly as scenic and pretty, but hopefully there's more adult trout willing to bite than there was right here. Water's a little high. I think they're just a little too deep for our lures right now. Now this next spot, obviously it is no longer 10, 11 o'clock. Basically here, the temps get over 100 degrees during the middle of the day. Makes no sense to be out in the heat and fish. UV index is way too high. So now we are out here, it's almost 7 o'clock. We have an hour and a half to fish this spot right here. I don't really know what type of spot this is, but I know it's an IED pond, it's something like that. All I know is these pipes it's basically a reservoir spillway. They go down in pipes and they create a bunch of little ponds like this. So it's reservoir spillway, down these pipes to a pond, down more pipes, another pond, and so on and so on. And all these ponds stay crystal clear, super cold, and they all have trout in them. So brown trout, rainbow trout are still the goal. Catching one and eating one is still the goal. Switching up the tactics a little bit. This is obviously not as scenic as the rivers from before, but I hope it's more productive this time. Yeah, they're all right there. You got one? Sweet. No, you reel it in.
Just do it. Just turn the camera on.
I mean, it's been on. Okay. I'm getting the handicap here. This feels like another small one. This is nicer than one you just caught? Oh, so is this food? Come on, don't come off. We need a net. Okay, he's definitely big enough to eat, so I don't have to feel bad about putting him on the rocks. That's more than big enough. This is a gorgeous little rainbow. This is my first gorgeous California trout that is big enough to eat. This is gonna be our one fish that we're gonna take home, no matter how many. Well, I look like an idiot now. I know to treat these fish with utmost respect, but they're very slimy. He's gonna be food anyway. Now, if you were to release this trout after doing that, 100% dead. These fish are extremely fragile, so you gotta take great care of them if you're gonna release them. This fish is gonna be delicious dinner tonight. Well, I'm coming back from putting that one fish on the stringer. The stringer was over there, and he's got another. Bill said these are wild with the colors. See how? Look at this. All right. that one released successfully. This pond is actually a success so far. I keep calling it a pond. It's not really a pond. It does not look like the typical native California river trout fishing that you would expect. That's why I wish we could have caught the fish earlier, but those rivers are very challenging. These are the same as those rivers. Like I said, it's just reservoir discharge that just travels from pipes, streams, to ponds, and they use it for drinking water and stuff like that. So these are basically just tiny little lakes that hold trout. I was standing in that water for a long time. That water was in the 40s. It hurt my legs to be in there, but that fish was just a little too big. We might keep one more. My sister Julie, you want some more trout for food?
Yeah.
She wants to eat. She wants another one because she wants more trout, so maybe one more. Not sure if I mentioned this also. This is what we were catching them on. Tiny little 3-inch trout minnow, suspending minnow of all things. They're cannibals. I don't know why they're not biting now.
They eat on the top now. These little flies.
Got one. I was jerking it. You said you had to go slow.
Keep it, because I want more food.
Oh my God. All right, well, I got treble hooks, so I'm probably gonna have to keep it. It's another beautiful little rainbow. Julie, if you want to keep it, then get the net.
Here, you do that. I'll hold it.
All right, I can do that.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, it's
Another beautiful, beautiful little rainbow. Yeah, he got the treble pretty good. This is a prime example of trout being very fragile. See how torn up all that is right there? Just from the one treble hook being in there. He would not survive if we let him go, unfortunately. So with these two trout, we're actually gonna clean them and gut them basically before we bring them home and cook them and eat them, right? And make sure they're washed out. But that's what was in the trout's belly. That looks to be a honeybee right there. Yeah, here. All that is just insect larvae, correct? But yeah. That is a little honeybee, it looks like. That is cool. So he's got to be sucking that off the surface.
Yeah.
Sun's just setting now. We've caught 3, keeping 2 for dinner. So it is now the following evening. We are going to cook these beautiful little trout up for dinner. We're going to cook them very simple, just on the grill, wrapped up in tin foil with olive oil and butter mix. That you got to put that all up in there, and some lemon, salt and pepper. Very simple for these beautiful little river trout. So about 15 minutes later, the trout is all done. Smells amazing. Oh, it came right off the skin. Perfect. So it's interesting, the meat on this fish, they're both rainbow trout. This meat is more pink, and that one is white. So that one, how does that one taste?
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay, yeah.
Probably see how this one tastes.
Stock versus. If you walk against the backbone here,
Yeah.
you can lift all the meat away from the bones.
Yep. Yeah.
Yours looks like salmon.
Oh, hot. Very hot. I needed more patience. Wow, is that good. They taste a lot different than the stocker trout in Ohio little ponds. Shocker.
You wouldn't remember Marlene, but there's my older half sister.